My 7 secrets. How I'm 82 and not a burden to anyone. Have you ever caught yourself lying awake at night, gripped by that quiet fear? Am I becoming a burden to the people I love? It's a worry many of us carry as the years go by. What if, one day, our children or friends feel weighed down by our needs? I'm 82 years old, and I'm here to share a profound truth. Staying independent and living with dignity is not just possible. It's a choice we make every day. In this video, I'm going to reveal 7 pieces of wisdom that have helped me live my life without becoming a burden to anyone. These aren't grand, unreachable ideas, but simple, powerful choices that can bring deep peace to you and to those around you. From staying strong in body and mind to nurturing relationships that support rather than strain, each insight can help you feel more confident and free. Stay tuned until the very end, because what you'll discover here could fundamentally change the way you see aging forever. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe to Happy Life Secrets and turn on notifications. Your support helps us continue creating content that truly empowers and inspires. Now let's begin. Secret number 1. Daily physical activity. One of the most important things I've done to avoid becoming a burden to anyone is staying physically active every single day. This doesn't mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about making movement a natural, non-negotiable part of life. Whether it's walking around the neighborhood, tending to a small garden, or doing simple stretches at home, every bit of motion adds up to strength and stability. When you stay active, you maintain muscle tone, joint flexibility, and balance, all of which help prevent the kind of falls or injuries that can leave you depending on others for care. You don't have to be fast or powerful. What truly matters is consistency and the quiet pride that comes with knowing you're doing your part to take care of yourself. People often underestimate how much physical activity protects independence. I remember meeting a man named George, age 78, who shared how he started walking just 15 minutes a day. Within months, his stamina improved, his mood lifted, and he felt steadier on his feet. His family noticed the change too, not just in his health, but in his spirit. He no longer needed help getting up from a chair or going up and down steps. There's something deeply reassuring, both for ourselves and those who care about us, when we show that we're doing what we can to stay strong. And this steady effort speaks volumes. It says, I'm not giving up on myself, and you don't have to worry about me quite so much. That kind of unspoken message is a gift, one that can ease the minds of loved ones and give you a greater sense of peace. If you're finding these insights valuable, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support truly helps us reach more people. Secret number 2. Careful financial management. Another key wisdom that has kept me from becoming a burden is learning to handle my finances with care and foresight. It's not about having great wealth. It's about making thoughtful choices that protect both your dignity and the well-being of those around you. I've always believed that living within your means and setting aside something for unexpected moments is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself and your family. Over time, small habits like avoiding unnecessary expenses, keeping track of bills, and planning ahead for medical costs or home repairs can make a big difference. There's a deep comfort that comes from knowing you won't have to ask others for help simply because you overlooked something or let spending get ahead of you. I think of someone I knew named Harold, 85, who always said that peace of mind often starts with a well-balanced checkbook. Harold wasn't a wealthy man, but he kept his life simple and his spending steady. Because of that, his children never had to worry about sudden emergencies or surprise debts. Instead, they could just enjoy time with him, knowing he had things well in hand. When we take the time to manage what we have wisely, it sends a quiet but powerful signal. I respect myself, and I respect you too. And that, more than anything, helps lighten the invisible load our loved ones might otherwise feel. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Happy Life Secrets, and share if you're finding this information helpful. It makes a real difference. Secret number 3. Early and honest asking for help. One of the wisest lessons I've learned over the years is that asking for help before small troubles grow into big ones is not a weakness. It's a strength. When you speak up early, you give your friends and family a chance to support you in simple, manageable ways, rather than having them step in during a crisis that could have been prevented. There's nothing shameful in saying, I could use a hand with this, whether it's with lifting something heavy, understanding confusing paperwork, or even getting a second opinion on a health matter. People want to help. But what wears them down is when they're called in too late, when the problem has already grown too large and urgent. I think of a woman I once knew, Margaret, aged 81. She shared with me that for years she tried to do everything herself, thinking it was the only way to stay independent. But over time, she realized that by letting people help her with small things, like changing a light bulb or carrying groceries, she actually gave them peace of mind, because they knew she was safe. In doing so, she prevented those small tasks from becoming bigger hazards. The truth is, asking early keeps you safer and gives your loved ones a sense of trust and reassurance. It shows them that you're wise enough to protect yourself before danger arrives. That is a gift in itself, and it's one of the simplest ways to make sure you never feel like a burden. If this video is helping you, please take a moment to like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Your support empowers us to create more valuable content. Secret number 4. Staying on top of health. A choice that has served me well over the years is making my health a priority, not just when something feels wrong, but all the time. I've learned that regular checkups, routine tests, and listening carefully to what my body is telling me are some of the best ways to stay strong and avoid becoming a worry to the people I care about. By catching small issues early, I've spared my family the stress and heartache that can come when problems go unnoticed until they're serious. There's a quiet strength in being proactive about your health. It shows loved ones that you value yourself, and you value their peace of mind too. I remember my neighbor Paul, aged 79, when he started having minor dizzy spells. Instead of ignoring them, he went straight to his doctor and found out it was something easily managed with a small change in his medication. That simple visit kept him steady on his feet and independent in his daily life. What we sometimes think of as little check-ins or small efforts can actually be the very things that keep us from needing heavy care down the line. And there's a comfort in knowing you're doing your part, not just for yourself, but for everyone who loves you. If you're gaining valuable insights from this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to Happy Life Secrets, and share this video to help others learn. Secret number 5. Keeping a simple, manageable living space. One of the most practical steps I took to avoid placing a burden on my family was to keep my home simple and easy to maintain. As the years went by, I realized that holding on to too much, whether it was furniture, knickknacks, or unnecessary household items, only made daily life harder and riskier. A cluttered space invites falls, confusion, and extra work for both yourself and anyone who might come by to lend a hand. By choosing to pare down to the things I truly need and love, I created a home that supports my independence rather than undermines it. It's amazing how much lighter life feels when you don't have to worry about dusting around 100 little objects or navigating a maze of things that no longer serve a purpose. I think of my friend Ellen, aged 83, who decided to downsize after realizing that her large, overfilled house was starting to overwhelm her. She moved to a smaller place that was easier to clean, easier to move around in, and easier for her children to visit without feeling they had to pitch in on chores every time they came. The relief in her voice when she talked about how free she felt was unforgettable. A manageable space is a gift to yourself, but it's also a way of quietly telling those around you, I've got this covered, you don't need to worry, and that in itself lifts a weight off everyone's shoulders. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with friends and family. Your engagement helps us continue our mission. Number 6. Nurturing friendships and community ties. One of the most powerful ways I've kept myself from becoming a burden is by making sure I'm part of a community that supports and uplifts me. It's easy as we age to let our world get smaller and smaller, but that can leave us leaning too heavily on just one or two people, often family, for all our needs. Emotional, social, and practical. By staying connected to friends, neighbors, or groups that share my interests, I've built a safety net that helps me stay balanced and supported without placing too much on any one person. These friendships and connections mean there's always someone to share a meal with, someone to call when I need a ride to an appointment, or simply someone to talk to when I'm feeling a little lonely. I think of my old pal Frank, aged 80, who made a point of joining a local walking group after his wife passed. That simple decision not only kept him active but surrounded him with good people who were happy to look out for him and who he could look out for in return. When you invest in community ties, you give yourself the gift of companionship, and you give your family the gift of knowing that you're not alone or isolated. Narrator: if this content is providing value, please hit the like button, subscribe to Happy Life Secrets, and share this video to help others learn. Secret number 7. Letting go of unnecessary control. One of the quietest but most meaningful changes I made in my life was learning to let go of things that no longer served me, especially the need to control everything around me. As we get older, it's natural to want to hold on tightly to our routines, to our belongings, to the way things have always been done. But I found that the more I tried to control every detail, the more tension it created between me and the people who care about me. By softening my grip and trusting others now and then, I made room for peace and understanding. This doesn't mean giving up on what matters to you. It means recognizing the difference between what's essential and what's just habit. I think of my cousin Walter, aged 84, who used to insist on managing every little task around the house, even when his hands weren't as steady as they once were. When he finally let his grandson help with small repairs, something beautiful happened. Their bond grew stronger, and Walter felt less weighed down by chores he no longer enjoyed. Letting go of control when it's wise to do so shows great strength. It tells those around you that you trust them and that you care more about harmony than having everything done your way. And that, more than almost anything else, helps keep you from becoming a source of stress to those you love. Final thoughts. Living with grace and confidence. As we wrap up this video, take a quiet moment to reflect on these 7 pieces of wisdom we've explored together. Which of these stood out to you the most? Which one do you see in yourself, or perhaps feel inspired to embrace moving forward? Living without becoming a burden isn't about perfection. It's about the small, thoughtful choices we make each day. Choices that help us protect our independence, honor our relationships, and live with grace and confidence. I hope these insights have offered you encouragement and practical ideas you can carry with you. Remember, every step you take to care for yourself is also a gift to those who care about you. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to Happy Life Secrets, and share it with your community. Your support ensures we can continue creating content that truly matters. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.